Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the farm. So I'm out here with the cows this morning in this north hayfield again. Um, you can see over here the stuff they grazed this past week. That's the residual they left behind over there. Hopefully that will start getting some recovery. I can see where some of it's starting to grow back, and the stuff that we grazed the week prior is starting to get some decent regrowth for the heat and stuff we're having right now. But anyway, we're out here in this hayfield. I got a set of tracks knocked down through here, going towards those trees to the west. Um, I'm going to get this wire up to move these cows. I'll show you once I get this wire up kind of what we've got going on down there in those trees and what kind of an impact the cattle are having on that area. So I got my wire strung down the hill here, coming down in, and you can see the calves right down here across the fence from me. They're on the inside, kind of in this rough little timber piece. They can come up against this old permanent fence that's in here, and I'm just having to take and kind of take loppers or small chainsaw, whatever's in the way when I hook each one of these wires in, and just kind of carve out a way to get in here to the old fence to hook it. And then I end up using another reel and another strand on the other side to give them their section of that each time. So this fence is very overgrown with brush and trees through here. You can see over in this spot in particular where the wire's grown into these trees, and there's just not a very good way to fix that without taking the fence completely out of there. I mean, I can cut the trees out of it and stuff, but there's a lot of it up through here. This is one very small spot in this section that's probably it's at least a 600 foot 700 foot run up through these trees that's just full of brush. So anyway, all these little calves are hanging out here on the other side watching me, waiting for me to put up the wire. They're kind of hiding in the brush. It's kind of funny because those little calves can sneak into all them spots the big cows can't get, and you find them in some pretty funny spots sometimes. But I'm going to finish putting up this wire, and we'll move these cows into this other piece. I just got the wire rolled back here a little bit for them, and they're starting to come through the trees here. We'll get them to come around the gate and come on out here to their new paddock for this morning. Come on, girls. Skiff. Come on. Let's go. Come on, girls. Skiff. Come on. Skiff. Let's go, girls. Come on, girls. Come on out. Skiff. Come on. Come on, girls. Let's go. Alright, they're going to work their way out of the trees and out here around the corner and get into their new grass for this morning. We're going to walk back down past them here. Just wanted to get them headed out this way. We're going to walk back down past them real quick and look at this area they're in, and kind of the area they were in yesterday back in here. It looks like they're doing a pretty good job getting a good trample on this. They're consuming some of the leaves and some of the forage. You can see here's a little honey locust tree that they pretty well stripped all the leaves and stuff off of. If they're not getting into too many thorns and stuff, they'll eat a lot of the little palms and stuff off those honey locusts, and they're eating some of the leaves and stuff off of some of the wild parsnip and wild grapes, raspberries. I think the calves are eating some of the leaves off. Well, they're eating some of the leaves off these little mulberry trees. I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff in here. I guess I haven't taken time to identify all of it, but there's a lot of different forbs and brush and stuff in here. You can see there's a patch of raspberries there that they've kind of avoided. I don't blame them. I've been getting poked a lot picking raspberries in some areas where I've been picking some, so I don't blame them for not hanging out in there. But anyway, this is the area here that they were in yesterday. Took them out of this section last night and gave them another little slice of it to the north here. We'll walk back to that one in a second, but this is just kind of a long narrow piece down here between these trees that there's a draw in here to my right that feeds down to the pond, and then this old permanent fence here to my left. So there's kind of a long narrow section down in here that I gave them, but it looks like they got a lot of impact on it, trampled a lot of the carbon down onto the surface. Hopefully that will stimulate some new growth and stuff in here. And I'm hoping that they're carrying some seed and stuff in here in their manure from out there on that other piece. I'm hoping they're carrying some clover and some bird's foot trefoil and some of that stuff that's got some, looks like it's got some hard seed on it. I'm hoping it's mature enough at this stage that they'll carry it in from out there. And then of course some of the grasses and stuff they're grazing out there too. But anyway, that's the area they kind of worked on yesterday. Most of them have made their way out the gate and are headed up there into their new slice of grass for this morning. But we'll jump back over this hot wire. I've got them shut out of this piece now because the gateway they're going back and forth through here, I didn't want to end up with calves back down this way where we just were and up that way and have anybody getting confused about how to get back out to the rest of the herd. So I just put the wire back here, and so they're done in that area. But so this is the area I give them last night. You can see they're making a pretty good impact on it already. You can see how I kind of got my wire jogged around down through these trees to try and get them as much of the open area as I can. So hopefully we can get as much impact in here as possible and help to start improve this. But you can see all the thistles and wild carrot, and I think that's daisy fleabane there. There's all sorts of forbs and stuff that's growing in here, and not much grass. There's a little grass down underneath wanting to grow, but it's shaded out by a lot of that. So hopefully by using the cattle to put this stuff down on the ground and use that stuff, put that carbon on the ground as litter, hopefully build some soil armor here, and hopefully get the biology and stuff in here kind of stimulated, and hopefully stimulate the seed bank a little bit, see if we can get some other stuff to come back and grow in here. But they really, once they get in here, and I mean, they knock some of the needles and stuff off the cedars and stomp down some of the old grass and stuff in underneath those, but it opens it up a lot more after they've been in here, and you can kind of see what's here and see what's going on. But they'll eat all the, I should have showed you that down in that other area. They'll pretty much eat all the leaves they can reach off of mulberry trees and hedge trees. And I don't know if they, let's see, a little walnut over here. I don't know if they enjoy his leaves or not. Yeah, it looks like you can see where they took a bite off some of the leaves, and that's kind of old damage there. But it looks like maybe they did a little bit, but I'm thinking they don't like him quite as much as they like some of the other leaves. So there's a few trees in here that I may cut and give them as leaf fodder to eat as they go up through here. Trees that are going to come out anyway, stuff that they enjoy the leaves on. Just cut those and let them clean the leaves and stuff off of them, and then I'll pick the brush up later. But a couple little guys back here in the cedars waiting to come out. I'll swing this gate around for them so they can come back around it easier. But anyway, there's the cows headed up through there. I got to finish, that's pretty bright there, but I got to finish picking up my wire and stuff here so that they can graze freely in that area. But that's the area they're headed into today. Everybody have a great day. Check back when you get a chance.